This is Abe Lincoln here. All of this fuss over a so-called public option or single-payer health insurance program has caused me to come back from the dead. I hear that more than 40 million Americans have no health insurance, and those who do are on the brink because of the extremely high monthly premiums that they are paying. How in America can anyone not be provided health insurance is beyond comprehension. This is America, for God's sake. Children are dying and becoming unhealthy because corporations want to make a quick buck. Times have changed, and it must change further. And it all starts with you, the American people. I have learned that our beloved country is going through a severe economic crisis. Jobs and homes are being lost at a record pace. What I have learned about this single-payer insurance program leads me to believe it will save our economy almost instantly, and here is why. To many families, the $800, $1,000, or more they are paying for health insurance premiums are a significant chunk of their monthly income. Where would that money go if they did not have to spend it on insurance premiums? Why, it would go back into the economy. Businesses would no longer have to subsidize or offer health insurance benefits. They would flourish and start hiring people. Sales tax revenue would significantly increase to local and state governments. Troubled homeowners who cannot make their house payments will be able to, and thereby increasing property tax revenues and stopping the foreclosure crisis. This automobile market would flourish instantaneously, and so on and so forth. There are critics who question how a program like this would be paid for, and what the quality of care would be. To them I say this. Most Americans would gladly pay an additional 2 or 3 cent federal gas tax, a new 50 cent per transaction surcharge on internet purchases, 5 cents per pack additional cigarette tax, and have former President Bush's tax cuts for the richest people in the country repealed. In fact, many of the richest people in the country have spoken out in favor of having these tax cuts repealed simply because they can afford it if it will help other Americans out. In reference to the quality of care, this is what I've heard. The most important conditions will be seen immediately, while the length of time it takes for all other cases to be seen will be judged on the level of importance. Critics attempt to point out the flaws in health systems like that in Canada. However, they don't bother to point out the flaws in our own system. Besides the fact that premiums are at record levels, HMOs constantly turn us down for specific treatments and previous conditions we may have had. In some cases, it does take weeks to be seen by our doctors for certain cases of treatment. However, free insurance for all does sound pretty nice, doesn't it? Congress is being bombarded by lobbyists from the health insurance industry that are apparently dropping more than $1.4 million a day into our congressmen and women. The only ones that will get single payer made available to Americans is Americans. We must call our representatives, write to them, email them, protest in front of the Capitol, in front of their homes. Let it be known that we, the American people, deserve better and will fight for what is rightfully ours. This is not a Republican or Democratic issue. It is an American issue. Stand up and say, no more. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.